I never thought I'd learn love and loss on the same day. Life in the quiet city of Portland, Oregon, moved in simple circles. Days were spent in university classes, evenings at the cafe where I worked, and nights in the soft silence of my small apartment. It was a peaceful life, steady, predictable, almost dull, until she walked in. Emily Carter. It was a cold afternoon. A light drizzle fell outside as she stepped through the cafe door. She was holding a copy of The Great Gatsby, raindrops clinging to her hair. I simply said, "You can sit anywhere you like." She smiled, and that smile changed everything. She came again the next day and the next after that. Sometimes she drank tea, sometimes coffee. Sometimes she'd read quietly, other times she'd talk to me. Her voice had a calmness to it, a softness that made the air around her feel lighter. One evening she asked, "Do you always work here?" I said, "Only till I find something better, or maybe till someone better finds me." She laughed, and that one laugh planted something deep inside me. Weeks turned into months. We became friends. She'd come with me to the lake at the edge of the city, where we'd sit and talk about dreams and fears and the strange beauty of being alive. I told her, "One day, I'll buy a house near this lake." She smiled, "And I'll paint the walls yellow. Yellow means hope." I smiled back, but somewhere deep inside I was afraid. Afraid that one day all of this would fade away. One cloudy evening, when the sky was turning dark blue, she said quietly, "Daniel, I got an offer from a publishing company in New York." I forced a smile. "That's great." But something inside me stopped beating for a moment. "It's just for a year," she said. "I'll wait," I replied softly. She looked into my eyes, searching for truth. "You sure?" I nodded, but my heart was breaking. She left. At the airport, she turned back one last time, and that look stayed with me forever. After that, nothing was the same. Every morning I went to the cafe, sat by the same window at the same table, but everything felt hollow without her. Every day I wrote her a letter, but I never sent any. Maybe because I was afraid that she might reply, and I'd fall apart again. 6 months later, she called. Her voice trembled. "Daniel, I don't know if I'm coming back." I didn't say anything. I just listened to the silence between us. A silence that said everything words couldn't. And then she was gone. I started spending evenings by the lake, sitting on the same bench we used to share. Sometimes strangers would ask, "You waiting for someone?" I'd smile and say, "No, just remembering someone." Years passed. I finished university, got a decent job, built a life, at least on the surface. But inside, that empty space stayed. Sometimes I'd look at the night sky and wonder if she was looking at the same stars from New York. Then one day, 5 years later, I received a letter. It had been sent to my old address but somehow found its way to me. Her handwriting hadn't changed. The words were soft, but they cut deep. "Dear Daniel, I thought leaving would make things easier. It didn't. I tried to build a new life here, but every street, every sound reminds me of you. I'm getting married next month. I hope you're happy, truly happy. I'll always be grateful for the love you gave me, Emily." I folded the letter and went to the lake. The sun was setting, and the air smelled just like it did the day she left. I whispered, "Goodbye, Emily," and let the letter float away on the water. Years went by. I never got married. I never looked at anyone else the way I looked at her. Maybe love doesn't die, it just changes form. Like ripples on a lake. The surface moves, but the depth stays the same. One rainy afternoon, a young girl walked into the cafe. She was soaked, holding a copy of The Great Gatsby. I smiled and said softly, "You can sit anywhere you like." She smiled exactly the way Emily once did. And in that moment I understood. Love never really ends. It just falls silent for a while.